Yo everybody, what's going down? Brother Stevanius here. Welcome back to Command Center Wargaming. Now, as you can see, I've got a bit of the castaway thing going on right now. Very excited today. We're going to be unboxing my Super Star Destroyer, which just came in the post. And guys, it is huge. It is really, really huge. I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't know it was going to be that big. So I'll also give you a bit of a snapshot and stuff I've been working on the last week. As you see, it's been very, very busy, very, very turbo. But we do have a lot of news to cover in the Warhammer world as well. So we will be covering that. We're going to be having a look at the Primaris Blood Angels Death Company. We're also going to be having a look at some of the Christmas box sets that are coming out as well. Which should be fantastic, yeah. So, all right, look, guys, without any further ado, let's check out this Super Star Destroyer. Let's unbox it, let's unpack it, and see if it really is a Super Star Destroyer, and if it is as big as what it looks like. Yeah, so, guys, like, holy crap, guys, like, just look at the size of it. That's the box, like, seriously, like, I mean, if that's not big, I don't know what is big. So let's get into this unboxing. Yeah, I mean, this is giant, man. This box is like, this is no moon. This is a space station. It's too big to be a space station. You know, like, guys, like I was saying, you know, I was told that it was big, but I did not know, like, it was going to be that big. Like, that's just nuts. Like, look, it's probably not that big. It's probably, you know, there's probably a bit of padding and bit of boxing in there and stuff. But, you know, I'm gathering it's going to be pretty sizable to be in a box like that. So what I'll do is I'll do a bit of a size comparison as well. It's going to be pretty epic. And, you know, as you can see, the reason why I'm kind of doing this, not only am I playing the game, but I'm also doing a little bit of work there, in computer graphics, which is cool. All right, fantastic, guys. So hopefully this video works out. Now, I've got my opening apparatus, so not like last time where I'm going to be fumbling around with the scissors for half an hour. I've actually got my Games Workshop snips here to help me open this up. Are they Games Workshop? Army Painter. Yeah, Army Painter top snips, these ones. Absolutely fantastic. So let's have a look. Let's dive in here and see if I can operate this little sort of tripod thing and open this box at the same time. Probably not. But it's only fitting that we're using an Army Painter tool to open a Star Wars Super Star Destroyer. I don't know if that's going to work or not. And let's try to open it from the side here. So yeah, it's very interesting, I found, because this Star Destroyer cost me 250 Australian dollars. Now, the thing is, for 250 Australian dollars from Games Workshop, I would be lucky to get a box set. Like, there's no way that I would even get the Psychic Awakening box or like anything anywhere near it. And I actually did a video on that, on pricing and stuff like that, a few days ago, just before I went to work. But then what happened was the computer stuffed up because I'm rendering with Pixar's RenderMan, and the CPU is a bit weird right now. So yeah, I lost it. It's cut out while I was recording it. But yeah, it's funny that, because you think about the value, you know, you get like a massive painted model for the same price that you get like a model which is, you know, not painted, plastic. This thing's definitely a lot bigger as well, which should be cool. And it sort of makes you wonder, you know, about Games Workshop and their pricing. I mean, I will be getting a little bit of stuff over Christmas. I will be getting like maybe a box set or two, a starter box, or I might be getting, it's a bit of a letdown. It's not as big as, it's still pretty big though for a miniature, right? But yeah, I might be getting a few of the box sets, but I don't know. And I definitely get some Chaos Warriors, but aside from that, so let's have a look at this guy. Like, that is actually pretty heavy. Get this guy out. There it is, a Super Star Destroyer. Okay, there it is. Look at that beautiful ship. Amazing ship there. You get all the tokens in it. You get all the cards in it. We'll be having a look at those as well, which should be really cool. Front of the box. Yeah, guys, let's look. It's obviously, look, it was never going to be as big as the box itself. All right, we'll just go lengthways with that. Okay, but it still gives it a run for its money. So let's see if we can get a good shot of this guy. Yeah, look at that. hello, you can see my reflection in the plastic. That is like a wonderfully detailed model, isn't it? For what it is. So let's have a look at that. Geez, that's nice. Look at that. Anyway, enough of that. We'll actually open it up, yeah? And we'll do some close-ups and some comparisons and stuff like that. And yeah, so, and I also got, as a bit of a bonus, just a Liberty, a Rebel Liberty, just to sort of, you know, like, why would you even bother? But this, but this ship is, I'm basically just collecting the ships as well and using it for computer graphics reference, like I said, guys, just to get scaling and things like that going on. So, you know, and it's a pretty top game too. But so I basically just got this because, you know, for the sake of it, because I just want to, you know, you never know, I might have to model some Rebel ships and stuff. And if I do that, you know, I'm going to need some references. But apparently I haven't actually played with it in the game, but apparently that ship is actually really, really powerful. And that's it. So, yeah, it's almost as powerful as a Star Destroyer, apparently. But, look, the video is not about that, so we'll just leave that where it is. In case you want to see that, we can have a look. Let me know if you want me to do an unboxing for that. Otherwise, I'll just kind of leave it, so it's all good. And here we go. So, there's the Imperial Star Destroyer. Super Star Destroyer in all its glory, actually. So, it's looking really good. And fantastic there. So what I might do is we might take a look at this guy and see if we can open it up. So let's do that now. I don't really care about the box if I butcher the box. Sorry about the Steve cam, guys, but yeah, I'm kind of just working in a new sort of system for the filming. You know, sort of like time over quality, and also flexibility too. Because I find that like having like the camera on the tripod all the time can really get limiting, and then it basically ups the time of the videos and stuff as well. So it's kind of like, you know, I'm thinking cinematography wise, you know, it's might give it like a more natural feel as well, but then I'll keep it moving, and then when it's sort of like we actually look at the unit, you know, I'll keep it still. So, you know, and you kind of get that, you know, that first-person perspective experience, I guess, you know, so it's pretty cool. So let's have a look to see, can I just lift this lid like right off the top here? And so actually I might just come in one more so I can get a picture for the cover art or the thumbnail, the YouTube thumbnail, if that's what you call it, which is pretty cool. So let's lift the lid off this guy. Trying to do it one-handed, just butcher the box, Steve. All good, there we go. So look at that. Look at that beautiful shit, guys. I mean, you're telling me now, man. Like, tell me that's not a gorgeous shit, man. Like, that is some really good work. And we even you even get like a little space mat in there. So, like, you know, you want to display it. You basically chuck it up on the background, display it, you know, whatever. I guess you could game with it as well. So before we actually look at the ship, let's have a look at some of the icons and stuff you get. So you get the standard, the bases. What you do with the Super Star Destroyer in this game, you have two large ship bases, and they go together to create like a super ship base. And then you've got your command dials and stuff like that as well. You've got a component list and sheet here. So this basically just shows you like how to put it all together and everything, and then you've got your arcs and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I reckon it'd just be some freaking epic fun just playing this on the table, you know, just having like a rebel fleet just come in and just try to beat it, you know, which is pretty cool. So we've got some cards in here. Now we're definitely going to look at those. I'm going to be careful, just try not to butcher this bag too much, because I will want to be reusing this bag. Because one thing about the Star Wars Armada stuff is that you do get a lot of cards and stuff with it. So you kind of got to keep these bags, because otherwise what happens is there's the base, the firing arcs and stuff. Because if you don't keep them, what ends up happening is you just end up having cards everywhere. And then when you want to play stuff, it just, you know, it's just, you just can't find anything. So there's another bag there. So it looks like there's, you've got names for the ships. So in Star Wars Armada, you have like ship names, or like, you know, sort of like, not classes, because they're all the same class, but they have names, and different, you know, ship names sort of give it, different sort of abilities, different special abilities. You kind of do have classes as well. You know, sometimes you have like, you know, the Imperial Star Destroyer 1, Imperial Star Destroyer 2. But all in all, it's pretty good. So yeah. Now, just to throw it in there, while I'm talking about this, guys and girls and people, I got this from a website called Gameology. Now, I'm not, you know, endorsed by them or anything like that. You know me by now, guys. I report it as I see it. And guys, like, I couldn't believe it. Like, this actually, I ordered it on Wednesday. It got here Friday from Melbourne. I mean, that's pretty nuts. And I ordered it like Wednesday night too. So it wasn't like I ordered it. So they would have got the order in like, so Thursday morning, and I've literally got this in hand Friday afternoon. Now, so mad props to Gameology. You know, they're really awesome. If you're, I'm pretty sure they might ship worldwide. Just double check that. I'm not 100% sure. But I know in Australia, they ship to Australia, but just, yeah, double check that, guys. You know, US brothers, don't start ordering stuff and then be like, oh, you know, before you check it. So here we go. So here are some of the cards, the named cards. So you got the command prototype. There's the hull points and stuff, you know, engineering points and that. The weapons, I was actually expecting a few more weapons, but I suppose there are still a lot of weapons now you think about it, like because of side arc and that. So, you know, there we go. Then you got the Star Dreadnought Assault prototype. So, like I said, I mean, I haven't really gone through, this isn't really a tactical video. I haven't really gone through like what every one of these does yet. I might, you know, do that in another video. But some wonderful art there, wonderful art, you know. So, look at that. It's amazing. Yeah, I was thinking of building one of these in CG as well. So, I might be working on something. Take a guess what it might be. So, gee whiz, like, you know, can't talk about it. So that's why it's kind of gone into a bit of the land, you know, with this stuff. But so anyway, so Annihilator. So there we go. So we got the Annihilator card. So those were the classes. These are the ship names. The Ravager. So the Annihilator. While you're attacking a squadron, you may re-roll a 1 attack die. Ravager. Your, whatever that is, I can't see from here. Tokens can either re-roll 1 attack or 1 die. Alright, and then you got sort of like the actual commanders you could assign to it. So you could Admiral Piet. And like I said, I'll go through these in detail in a tactical video. We're just looking here right now. So Emperor Palpatine. Another Emperor Palpatine. So it looks like he gets like 2 abilities. You got Darth Vader. I heard he runs really, really good with it. Good old Admiral Ozzel came out of light space too early. Director Krennic, who I actually love from the Rogue One movie. I really like Director Krennic. I thought he was a great character. Lara Wessex. Never heard of him. That must be a diversity hire. Commander Garrett. I think he was on the flagship. Flight controllers. Boarding engineers. I've heard they're really good. Point defense reroute. Veteran gunners, heavy ion emplacements, rapid launch bays. So these are all the cards that come with it. Quad turbo cannons, turbo lasers. Geez, a lot of cards. Entrapment formation. So, you know, it's pretty obvious. Sort of sandwich your ship between the 2 Star Destroyers kind of thing. All fighters follow me. As a blockade runner is going to be so small compared to this thing. Shields to maximum. Intensify the firepower. Would you believe it? I was just about to say they need a card for that scene out of Return of the Jedi where they basically say, like, whoa, where they basically say, you know, intensify the forward firepower. Too late. And then the Star Destroyer. Now the A-Wing comes smashing through the Star Destroyer window, the bridge. And there you go. There's a card that sort of talks about that. And then you got the famous Executor and the Eclipse, which is interesting because Eclipse is a different class of ship. But whatever, I guess they've rolled it in here. I guess the Star Destroyer is big enough for them. They're not planning on doing an actual Eclipse model from the expanded universe. I still think it's going to be in the new movie, to be honest, The Rise of Skywalker, but we'll have to see. So let's move all this over here for now. And let's get this going. Oh, everything just falling apart. So, get this guy up here. There he is. There she is. Take this plastic off. Should be good. Once again, guys, excuse everything dropping everywhere because I am doing this mono handle. And like I said, it just enables me to sort of get a better view of it. So there it is, the Super Star Destroyer, Star Wars Armada, courtesy of Disney and Lucasfilm. It says so on the box. Let's take a look. Let's zoom in here. Like, look at this. Let's have a look at that detail there. Get in there. You know, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's, guys. This is, you know, it's hard. You got to remember, this is a miniature. You know, this is a miniature. This is a mini, and it's huge. Like, I mean, look, it's my arm here. Look at how big that is. That's like, it's bigger than my arm. You know? Have a look here. Just take it from under here because I'm going to grab it in a second. I'll just grab it out. Oh, of course, it's like stuck in there. Alright, what I might do, guys, I'll set this up on the base and I'll get some size comparison stuff. And alright, guys, look, so back again just really quickly. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, like, I just took it out of the box, and before I actually put it on the base, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a close-up of the back of it. Because, guys, let me tell you now, the detail on this thing is amazing, and I just don't know if I will be able to get all of it in once it's on the base. So I just want to sort of just make sure I can flip this guy around so I can show you underneath. Look at that. Look at that. Now you tell me that that's not awesome craftsmanship there. Like, whether you're in a Star Wars or not, you know, whether you sort of in or not, you know, you've got to admit that's some really, really nice modeling there. It's some really nice sculpt. And I've actually never seen the bottom of this, would you believe it or not? Like, that part anyway. I sort of seen this part, the back, but I never saw the other side. So there we go. There's, like, underneath, you can see underneath the engines and stuff. It's really cool. Really nice model. All right, so I'll get this guy based up and we'll do a bit of a size comparison. Fantastic. All right, everybody. So let's have a look up the chain of command and let's check out some scales. So here we have the Tartan 4 blockade runner. Then we got the Nebulon B frigate. Then we got the Profundary. Now the Profundary, I'm not sure if any of you guys know, but it was actually in Rogue One. All right, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like the Rebels half-assed Star Destroyer. And over here, then we've got the Interdictor. Sorry, excuse me, not Interdictor. The Victory class Star Destroyer, which is actually a personal favorite of many people by design. You can see it's got those squares on the end. But basically, like, it's actually a smaller version of the Star Destroyer. And then we've got, coming along here, we've got Grand Admiral Thrawn's ISD, the Chimera. All right, this is a nice model as well. And this is an Imperial Star Destroyer, or post-Empire, I think they were called the Imperator class. And this is the one that my model's based off, my CG model. All right, so we go under there with that. And then we come right out and there's the big boy right there. So, check that out. That's a pretty big model. Right, you can see there she is. And here's I can't even get this on the camera, oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, yeah, like, guys, it's pretty big. You can see it there compared to everything else. One thing I didn't show you before was the bridge. So there's a little bridge here, which is really cool. And there it is, put into size comparison with a Super Star Destroyer, accompanied by 2 Imperial Star Destroyers and a Interdictor. I keep calling it Interdictor, a Victory class Star Destroyer. The Interdictor was a more triangular one. It had those like bubbles on the top and the bottom. The Empire used it basically to stop people from warping in and out. Basically stopped rebels from escaping, essentially. It was like a flycatcher kind of thing. But that's basically it. So let's see if I can utilize the power of the selfie stick and get a bit better angle on that, which I think is cool. Yeah. Really nice there. And I got another one of these as well, but I was going to bring it out, like, you know, for cosmetics, but I'm thinking, nah, it's all right, you know, you guys get the point. But, yeah, now, the thing is, on closing on this video, I'd just like to say as well, now, unfortunately, for those of you who are wondering, even though I think, like, they've done a really, really, really sweet job on the scale of this mini, if you call it a mini, basically, like, I've done my research into it, and from what I've seen, what I've gathered, unfortunately, like, this scale actually is not accurate, compared to, like, the movie versions. Like, even the Victory class, yeah, I got it right. Victory class Star Destroyer isn't accurate in terms of scale. Like, this thing here should be like the size of that, basically. Even smaller, actually. Like, it's about there. Right, so yeah. But, I mean, look, the thing is, guys, like, you know, let's be realistic here. Like, there's only so big you can make a miniature. And the problem is, I mean, you know, they've also got to make it, like, economically viable. So, like, you know, it's already a pretty, well, not compared to Games Workshop, considering I could get, like, a little vehicle for, like, you know, the same price, you know, Repulsor or something. But, you know, 250 AUD, plus it's been painted as well. You know, it's already heading into the territory of, you know, getting up there, price-wise. And the bigger that they make it, you know, the more they got to charge for it, and, you know, the more they got to sort of, you know, the more limited they make it for the consumer, you know, to be able to buy it. Like, I mean, there's a big difference between $250 and $500, you know. Like, I don't know if I would have paid $500 for that, you know. As cool as it is, I think that would have been probably a little bit, you know, I would have maybe done a bit of a, not a hard pass, but a bit of an unfortunate pass on that one, if that was the case. But anyway, all right, everybody. Look, special thanks to all my subscribers. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody. Adam Fox, Jonathan Hannah, you know, everybody there. Like, Only Adonis. Okay, Doc Valiant, everybody, RD, you know, you know who you are. Sorry if I've forgotten anybody. Locke. Epic, sorry I haven't replied to all the comments, but as you've seen in the previous thing, I've been really busy. But I'm gonna keep these videos going, and as Christmas is coming, so we can get more videos out. And thank you so much for everybody for supporting me once again and keeping on watching the videos. And I really enjoy making these videos. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the channel, and keep rolling, everybody. May the force be with you. For the Emperor, engage, boldly go, and every other nerd thing that you could think of. And I'll catch us in the next video, everybody. Fantastic.